Hey guys, um, I felt like sharing a bit more, and because of the narrative, that is going around, the zombie narrative, I just want to remind all of you that when when things get out there, narratives like the narrative of the zombies, usually it's already happening, you know, and if I look, observe, and go back 3 years, I've been observing my father, very closely, who had all the jabs, and of course the neighbors. And lack of empathy is already present, with neighbors and definitely with my father. And the change I saw very clearly with my father 2 years ago after his second Pfizer jab. Um, all was okay until I confronted him about something that had to do with his son, my brother. And I was just showing him a mirror. It's not only him, this is your part in that situation between the two of you. And in that moment, his eyes turned black, so zombie eyes. So, an entity, AI, to me it's all the same because we're in a holographic game. I, the ones who are following me know that I've experienced it myself. I've seen it disappear. I can see the coding and I see it's holographic in nature. So it's all in essence, it's frequency, which is coding. So so a frequency was coming at me. I was feeding a frequency. And that became anger. And his eyes turned black. And in that moment, I knew I need to become empty. So I breathed. I was breathing myself back to, that empty state within my 0 point, within my source where there is no mind. And oh, neighbors are starting to do something. Well, so, and immediately it changed. It changed. The black eyes turned back to normal. Everything calmed down. And from that moment forth, I knew when I'm with him, I need to be, you know, that empty mirror. So nothing can accelerate, nothing can manifest. Because we are the creators here. And it's through us that they create their narratives. It's what we believe to be true is what is gonna happen, is what is going to play out. And so getting back to what I've been observing these past 3 years, when the jabs were introduced, and I came across frustration, anger from neighbors because I'm different, and my grass is very high. It's like a forest here, and I love it. But the Matrix wants that every week you go do your grass, your lawn. you know. So so I can feel that. And sometimes people talk about it, or there are other things, and I have those short conversations, and I fully detach from it. I'm just observing from the nothingness within, and just where there's only knowing, and there are no images, there is no mind, there's nothing to everything bounces up from that. And I just say, I let them talk, and I let the frequency, eh, you know speak your frequency of frustration or anger, and I just observe, and then I just say a few words. Well, you know thank you for sharing. Yeah, something like that. And but very calm, and or I understand. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And everything stays calm, and nothing manifests itself. And if you look back at well, for me, the last 12, 13 years, I have been waiting, you know. Well, well, oh, the banks are gonna fall, or that is gonna happen, or that narrative is gonna play out, or that is gonna play out, and you know, and it was like, okay. And also the astrology, the asteroids, the astrology, it's all programming, and it's all holographic in essence. It's all coding its frequency, and it needs the mind, the creation power, the belief of us to manifest. So if we want to collapse this game, we have to give it nothing. We don't want to talk about those narratives, those fear narratives, because that's what they want. They want us to believe that, oh, we have to become very careful. We have to become fearful for the neighbors, because they're gonna explode into anger, and they're gonna eat our brains, and you know it's a narrative, and it's not here right now. And of course, I'm detaching myself from it. It comes my way, and I just observe it, and I listen to a narrative, and I'm like, okay, well, detaching from it. Because my own experience has shown me this past 3 years, with the ones who had the jab, they already have lack of empathy, and they already are very itchy, and can turn very easily to frustration and anger, and do stuff that you're thinking, what the hell's happening? And when you're that empty mirror, the creation power we have is not on, so it cannot manifest on your screen. Maybe somewhere else, but on your screen it doesn't manifest. So that's what I believe, because that's what I have experienced. And the frequencies, that is what this game is. And it's a mind game, and we are being manipulated for 250,000 years through frequencies. That's not something new. We have memories. I have a lot of memories of resets, former resets, and very horrible endings, and of resets. But are they real? Because I have experienced literally coding, a frequency that was shown as a coding that transformed into an image that truly felt in every particle of this avatar. It truly felt like it happened. I was there. It happened. So, and it was just something that was implanted. It was a holographic memory, and so I don't, I can no longer, and for some time now, but I cannot work with narratives that supposedly have happened and supposedly may unfold. I cannot I detach from it fully because they can only create it through us. And and I've experienced how powerful we are. So of course, we have the collective also, but will it appear on your screen? Because your inside reflects your outside in this holographic mind game. So, you know, just felt like sharing that. Just keep observing, do that, but don't get into fear. Don't get into fear. Don't get into fear. There's nothing to fear about. You are already home within your source. And we're in a mind game. The mind is constantly manipulated through frequencies. And that's not something new. It's already happening for, I don't know, 250,000 years, but I don't know that. Even I don't know that. I have experienced so many former lifetimes and here on Earth and galactic realms and saw myself commit suicide and, you know, also through, but I've talked about it before, but I've seen so much and I believed it until, I saw literally coming into my field towards my mind a coding with a vibration, a frequency that became an image that I felt as a truth. And I was like, what the fuck? Everything I have seen, everything. I detach myself from it because what is true? We're in a mind fuck. So become nothing. Become nothing. And stay in your trust. Marley agrees. Stay in your trust. The chickens agree. Yeah, and you know, well, there's nothing more to say. Just felt like sharing that. And love to you all. Till next time. Don't lose yourself in fear. You got this.